Hi guys, and I decided to go ahead and do my December daily as a project separate from what Esther and I are doing on Fridays. And so I got started on it and it's finished. I did not do a step-by-step tutorial on this simply because there are so many already out there for something like this. Laura Dennison is the one that I found, I followed her technique on making these, of this album. So look up Laura Dennison and this is what I made. So here's the back, and this that I've used on the back here is bonded leather, and I've put it through an embossing folder. And since the embossing folder wasn't quite long enough for this whole thing, I had to put it through partway this here, and then I had to put it through the rest of the way for the bottom. There was a little strip here where they didn't match. Well, this particular embossing folder came with a separate small embossing folder that's 1 1/4 inch wide that makes this other little piece. And what I did is I just made a strip to cover between, and then I covered where that met this with this gimp trim here. And then I liked how this bow looked, so I ended up covering that up anyway. I could have just left it plain, but it's okay. You can see some of the design here. I've put on the back a piece of the gimp trim down the back, like right here. And then on the front, I have gimp trim down there. I have a row of just regular, beaded pearls, and then another piece of trim. And this, I might back up just a little bit. Go forward, Becky. Okay. This was made out of those cards to put money in at Christmas that were in the dollar bins. Of course, our dollar bins have gone now to $1.50, but you know where I'm talking about, there by the registers. And I bought them when they were like insane, like 25 cents a package or whatever. So this is what I've made with those. Okay. On the front here, I put a piece of just plain green paper, added some of the lace that I used on the front, and then one of the dollar bin poinsettias. And the rest of this, for the most part, is just the envelopes, more of this green paper, and the cards. Okay, I split the card so that there's like a part of it sticks inside the envelope, and then I use the part I cut off as a mat for the page. So it still looks like the card is there, see? And then where I put just plain green paper on the back of the envelope, because those envelopes are kind of iffy, they're kind of thin. So I was trying to give them all the support I could by matting them with the green paper. And then I just cut out with Spellbinder dies some mats. On this one, I decided the sentiments all run this way, right? On these cards, because these are usually like this. So where I could, I just put another little mat where I can write something that happens. This is just kind of plain. I haven't added like December 1st or any of that to it yet. I figured I would do that as I'm filling it in December. And then there I did a mat, and then a smaller mat here. And there's another one of the cards. Same way. Did the same thing there. Now this one, the greeting was so large, I decided to just leave it. And what I can do is maybe add a mat and a photo here later. Or just leave it like that. This is that funky flower die. Okay, this is that funky die from Spellbinders for the layered flower that they have. I know that our store isn't going to be carrying the Spellbinders or the Cuttlebug anymore. So if you can find them, they're fun, put it that way. And they're quite layered, and it'll probably get smushed here in the book, but that's okay. Then I've got a couple tiny little mats that I thought, you know, just a fun little photo of Scott and I there. I don't know. We'll see what happens when December comes, right? Then there's another where the card folds out from the envelope. Another double mat. Another place, like I said on the other one where the greeting was so large, I can add a mat and another mat on top of it and write on it, or I can add a picture. Lots of places to write during the holidays. I can write, you know, like what Christmas cards and who I got Christmas cards from each day. And I think I've got plenty of room for the 25 days of Christmas. And then I just did another one of the dollar bin flowers. And that's it. I just thought y'all would like to see this. Esther and I are going to be working on something else on Friday. If you want to join us in doing the Christmas in July on Friday, just get in contact with either her or I to find out what we plan to do in case you want to do it as well. I'd rather you just go to Esther and, you know, let her know that you're interested in participating, because this was her idea. So thanks for watching, guys, and bye-bye.